proximity and grouping. First, what is proximity? Proximity is the positioning or the placement of related elements in a design. So I will be using this design as a case study right here. As you can see, we have details about the brand, which is the brand name and the brand icon in a particular section of the design. We also have fashion sales, which is the focal point. That is what is ongoing for that period. Fashion sales, as you can see, it's bold, large, and visible. And also the next line we now have, let's take this as a list of items that will be sold during the particular sales. Then we have the amount of discounts, then where you can get the discounts. This is you shop on the page. So we definitely have sections, things that are relatedly that are close together. We have the shop now close to the website address. Then the discount, you can see the discounts on the website and the list of things to be sold. Then we have a focal point on its own and the brand details on a particular site. That is what proximity entails, and this is the JPEG artifact in the design. So now let's get started. I'll make a since this is a case study, I will make this. I will come up with how this came about. So let's get started on the design. So we'll create a new page. Let's create new. I'll be making it a square canvas. As you can see, the case study is actually a square image. I'll be making a square canvas. So let me pick this as a reference. A4, go to print. Then A4, A4, and I can use what just put it to point so that we can see our actual centimeter will be better, please. So 21. Then the same width, I want the same width and the same height for the project. So 21, then we can click on create. So that's all for the create new file. So now this is what we have in the design. So as we can see in the reference, we have boundaries and we have negative spaces all around the case study. So let's come back here. So we start with our guidelines. Take note, guideline is very important in all design projects you're working with. Very important. It helps you in alignment. So go to layout. Choose 1 centimeter. 1 centimeter. So then check. It's gonna adjust. Then let's divide the page to the particular area of design sections that we want. So we have, let's have just one column with 0 gutter, no gutter. I think that way it's cool. Then okay, then let's divide it into create new guides. New guide. So we have this section for the brand details, this section for the fashion sale, and this section for the list items, and this section for the shop now and the discounts, then this whole section for the image. Now I think we can still increase the gutter to about 1.5. Okay, I think we are good. Then okay, let's get started. Now let's create the test. Brand. Can duplicate with holding down the Alt key, then dropping on the next line instead of clicking and creating new text. Then we have this section for fashion sales. Fashion sale. Then the next line, alt. Then this content here for the list of items. Then this content for the website now. Then let's use the paragraph styles to our advantage. So this and okay, this is about 14 into huge. Then fashion sales. So with this, let's fill with list auto test. So we have get up to 50% discount, get up to 50% off. Now we have, let's go back here to creating a polygon shape. To get the tool for polygon shape, we come down to this particular section of the toolbar, then hold right click, left click down, hold it down, then you see more option for polygon. Then after that, we change the particular color to our desired color. For the sake of this tutorial, I'll be using ordinary black. Then click any area on the screen to, then we can determine the size of our polygon, 0.5, 0.5, The numbers of size, let's use 7-sided polygon. And okay, now this is what we have. Then we can position it well. Okay, can decide to increase the size of the polygon. You can do that. We can adjust the size proportionally by dragging the shape and holding down on the Alt key, Shift key to drag to increase it sideways, but to drag it at the center to increase it proportionally at the center, we hold on the Alt key. Then we have the bank details. Then back to then the website and the icon. Now the icon, still same method of creating shape. We come right here to rectangle, draw the rectangle, then we adjust the curves, the edges of the rectangle. Then we can do that by picking the edge profile rounded, then come in here to adjust. Let's use 10 and see what will happen. Okay, I think 10 is good enough. Then we can create our first. So shop now. Shop now. Okay. Change the color to white. I'll place it. You can't see it now because it's on white. So place it. Make sure it's aligned. Okay, see, there's a guide, there's a snap to it that is aligned. We'll drop it on there, and we can zoom out by holding on Alt key to zoom out. Then we have this. Now the image. So to work on the image, what we'll do is we are actually working on a monochromatic scale job, a monochromatic design, black and white design. So the picture we are going to bring in here will also be black and white, and I'll explain how we're going to do that in Photoshop to be a very fast and quick tip for us. Let's create a rectangle frame tool for the picture to sit in. So we'll do that by coming right here, rectangle frame tool. You can see more options by holding down ellipse frame tool, polygon frame tool, but now we'll be working with rectangle frame tool. Then we'll draw a rectangle around the grid area. Then we'll release. Then we'll place in our pictures. To do that, now let's go to Photoshop. So this is the picture we'll be using. Now let's convert the picture to black and white. Image, adjustment, so we're setting it to JPEG, PNG, same settings, and export. we export in a particular section of the design or click save. Now back to InDesign, in and drop, drag and drop. Now talking about rectangle frame tool, where you drop your content, your images, your icon, there's a particular tip attached to it. There's a trick attached to it. See the way we brought in the picture with the picture looking sideways, but we need to flip it to this other way. So now we need to, the picture is actually framed in a rectangle. That means when we extend it, we can see more options for the picture. When we reduce it, we see just few part of the picture. So now to work with that, you need to know that there is a clipping. The rectangle has already clipped the image, so we need to go inside the rectangle, pick the actual image and flip, not the rectangle. We are not flipping the rectangle. So if we decide to flip the rectangle now without clicking the actual image, let's see, we decide to flip the rectangle, right click, then we go to transform, flip horizontal, then we start having issues dragging the image back and all of that. But the best option, the easiest way to do it is, the easier ways to do it is by making sure that you click in the actual image. Just click in the picture itself, then we can right click, and then you see the size of the real size of the picture itself. Clicking inside the picture will make you see the real size of the picture. Then you can right click, then we'll go to transform and flip horizontal. Then from there you see the picture flip on the other hand. Now we can't see it in the frame. What you just need to do is click inside the frame, then you drag the picture inside. Again, hold on shift to align the picture, in the initial position while dragging. So we can increase the size, zoom out by holding on Alt and using the scroll wheel. Then can increase the size proportionally. Mind you, proportionally, you hold on shift to increase proportionally. If you don't do that, your image will look distorted, something like this. But you have to resize proportionally. You don't hold on shifts, then you drag from the edge, then we can have something of this nature, now that they will click out. Now as we can see, the image is looking very blurry. Don't worry about that. The main issue is this: what InDesign does is it makes, to make your work very fast, it makes sure that it make the display mode pixelated, so that the documents will not be too heavy to work with, will not be too large to work with, and it will not be lagging. So it makes it look pixelated by reducing it in proxies. So what you can do to that, if you want to see the good quality of this, is right click, display performance and high quality display. Then you see the actual quality display. Then we can hide the grid by clicking on W, to hide the grid, W. Then you can zoom in and see how detailed the image is. So that is that about proximity and grouping. We make use of grid lines to align the elements. We assign each element to its mother elements, like the brand has its icon and that's on its own side, or the or on its own region. Then we have the focal point, which is fashion sales, and we have the list of things to be sold around here. Then we have the discount, the off 50%, close to the shop now, and the website address, and the images around this corner. So as we can see, one thing is the image was touching the border. We can decide to leave it like this. All is just dependent on negative spaces. Negative space, imagine crowding these images, this element, and dragging it close together, and the design will be looking very poor and not balanced. But in a situation whereby we have negative, so it makes the work look nice, but we can still have it this manner because it's part of design. You can break the rules, you can work on the rules, you can improve or do anything. There's no limitations to creativity. So we can increase the boundary of this to this. Then we have exactly what we have in the design. And that is the end of the class. See you in my next video. Thank you.